morning coffee in hand, phone buzzes with venom, words cute like blade is. Your jaw tightens. Why does it sting? You've heard it before. A colleague's sharp jab, a friend's cold sneer. It lands, it burns. You want to strike back, to make them feel it. But why do you? Why let them in? Their words are hooks, pulling you into chaos. You've felt this pull. At work, at home, their voices linger like smoke in air. They steal your peace. Each barb, a theft. Each slight, a weight. You carry it all. Night after, sleepless night. You've been here, lost, in their storm, drowning. What's the real cost? Your calm, your strength. It slips through fingers. Like sand, unnoticed. They don't control you, but you let them. Every time you react, every time you break, Seneca saw it clear. We suffer in imagination. Their words aren't chains, unless you wear them. Have you seen it? The moment you bend, the moment you fall. When did it start? Today, yesterday, always. Look in the mirror. What do you see? A man who fights, or one who's free? Before we go on, listen to this story. Office hums with tension. Words fly like arrows. A colleague's voice bites, mocking, sharp, relentless. He clenches his fists. Anger surges, hot, wild, ready to strike back. Words form, bitter, raw. But he pauses, breathes deep, slow. Eyes close for a moment. Why feed their fire? Their venom seeks reaction. He sees it now. Their words are hollow, not about him, about their own pain. He unclenches his hands, lets silence take over. Their voice fades out. No fuel, no flamme. He walks away, unmoved, shoulders square, head high. Epictetus whispers in mind, you control your response. Like a river ignoring stones, he flows past their chaos. Stillness is his shield. Their arrows miss. This is his power. 11 ways lie ahead. To master this strength, if you've been here, stay. We're here, quietly waiting. Lesson 1. Don't absorb their poison. Words drip like venom. A colleague's sneer stings. Their criticism claws deep. You listen, frozen. Why do they attack? Their voice grows louder. You feel it sink. Like ink in water. It clouds your mind. You nod, stay silent. But inside, it burns. Their words take root. You replay them nightly. At home, alone. The mirror shows doubt. Was it your fault? You question your worth. Their poison spreads fast. It's not just words. It's what you allow. You carry their weight. On shoulders already heavy. A friend's your blands. You're too sensitive. You laugh it off, but it lingers. Like smoke in lungs. You try to forget, yet sleep evades you. Their voice echoes on. In meetings, at dinner, a text lights up. Another subtle dig. You read it twice. Heart races. Palms sweat. Why does it hurt? You've been here before. The boss's cold remark. You missed the mark. It wasn't just feedback. It felt like judgment. You worked late, proving. Proving what exactly? That you're enough? Their poison seeps deeper. You shrink a little. Each word, a cut. You start to believe. Maybe they're right. Your confidence frays. Like worn-out thread, you avoid the mirror. Doubt becomes your shadow. It follows you home, to bed, to work. You're tired, always tired. Energy drains like water through a cracked cup. You snap at others. Your patience wears thin. Their words have won. They've changed you. Not them, but you. You let it in. The poison isn't theirs. It's what you hold. A family dinner sours. An uncle's harsh tone. Why can't you succeed? You grip your fork, want to scream back, but you swallow it. The pain stays. It festers. unseen. You lose your voice. Not just that night, but every day after. You stop speaking up. In meetings, in life, their poison rewrites you. You feel smaller, less than before. This is the cost of absorbing their venom. It steals your clarity. It dims your fire. You're not alone here. Men, 25 to 45. You felt this pain, carrying others' words, like stones in pockets. They weigh you down. You want to drop them, to stand tall again. But how? The first step waits. Their words are not you. They're just noise. You've let them in. That's the real wound. Not their voice, but your choice to hold their poison. It's not too late. You can let go. But first, see it. The harm it's done. Your sleepless nights. Your fading dignity. The way you shrink when they speak. This is their power. Not in their words, but in your reaction. You've given them control, and you feel it. The loss, the weight, the quiet erosion of who you are. You're not weak. You're just human. But humans can learn to stop drinking poison, to stop letting it spread. This is your moment to see the truth. Their words are empty unless you fill them with your own doubt. You've been manipulated, not by them, but by your choice to absorb their venom. It's time to stop, to reclaim your mind, to stand unmoved. Their poison isn't fate. You can choose. Seneca saw it clearly. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Their words are shadows, not solid, not real. They sting because you let them. You give them power. Picture a man at a noisy bar. A stranger mocks him. You're nothing, they sneer. He feels the jab. His chest tightens. Old wounds reopen. Memories of failure, of being dismissed. He wants to fight, to prove them wrong, but he stops. Breathes slow, deliberate. Seneca's voice echoes. Why? Imagine their victory. The stranger's words fade. They're just air. He turns away, sips his drink. Unmoved, he stands. This is your path. Don't drink their venom. See it for what it is. Words, not truth. Marcus Aurelius knew this. Look into their hearts. Their anger isn't yours. It's their burden. Let them carry it. Start with a pause. When they speak, don't rush to answer. Feel the urge rise. The heat, the anger. Acknowledge it, then release. Like sand through fingers. Ask one question. Is this worth my peace? Most times, it's not. Their words are traps, set to pull you in. Step around them. Imagine a co-worker. Their email cuts deep. You didn't deliver. You read it again. Your pulse quickens. You type a reply. Fingers tremble, defensive. But you stop. Close the laptop. Walk outside. Breathe. Their words aren't you. They're their frustration, spilled onto you. You don't need to hold it. Delete the draft. Respond later. Calm. I'll address this tomorrow. You reclaim control. This takes practice. Your mind will resist. It craves reaction, like a dog on a leash. Train it to wait, to sit, to observe. Pause builds strength. Each choice builds dignity. Think of a dinner, a relative's sharp tongue. You'll never change. The table goes quiet. All eyes on you. You feel the weight, the urge to snap, to defend, to wound. But you don't. You sip your water. Let silence answer. Their words hang there. Unanswered, they dissolve. You stay still. This is your power. Not to absorb, but to let go. Epictetus said it best. You control your response, not their words, not their venom, only what you allow. Start small, today. Next time they strike, pause for 3 seconds. Feel the poison pass. It can't touch you unless you let it. You're not their mirror. Their darkness isn't yours. Stand tall, unmoved. Poison only harms. If you drink it, Lesson 2. Stay silent, stay strong. Their words are bait. A colleague's tone lands. You're not enough. You feel the hook. Instinct screams to reply. To cut them back. Your voice rises inside, ready to lash out. It feels right. To defend your dignity. You open your mouth, but something stops you. You've been here before. A friend's biting comment. At a crowded party. Why do you even try? You snapped back then. Words flew like sparks. The room went cold. You won the moment, but lost your peace. The argument lingered in your mind for days. You replayed every word. Sleepless, restless, drained. Their laughter echoed. You felt smaller. Not stronger, not free. Reacting gave them power. You see it now. Every time you respond, you hand them control. O tekst buześloty. Another jab, another slight. You always mess up. Your fingers hover, ready to fire back, to prove them wrong. But it's a trap. Their words are chains, pulling you into chaos. You felt this pull. At work, at home. A boss, harsh critique. You're falling behind. You argued, voice raised, defending every choice. The meeting dragged on. Eyes rolled, tension grew. You left exhausted, not victorious, but hollow. Their words won, not because they're true, but because you engaged. You fed their fire. It burned you instead. This is the cost of breaking your silence. It steals your calm. It dims your strength. You're not alone. Men carrying this weight. You felt the urge to fight, to react, to show you're right. But each word you speak tightens their grip. You lose yourself in their drama, their noise. A family dinner sours. A sibling's sharp jab. You're wasting your life. The table falls silent. You feel the heat, the need to retort, to shut them down. But you remember, last time you spoke, the night stretched on, arguments spiraled, endless. You left angry, not at them, but at yourself, for losing control. Their words don't define you, but your reaction might. You've seen it happen. In traffic, a shout. Someone cuts you off. You honk, you curse. They smirk, they win. You drive away fuming. The day feels ruined, not by them, but by your voice. You gave them power to shake your core. This is the pattern. Reacting pulls you down into their world of chaos, of pain. You feel it deep, the loss of stillness, the erosion of self. You want it back, that key at strengther, to stand above, to stay unmoved. But how? The answer lies here, in choosing silence, not weakness, but power. Silence isn't surrender. It's your shield. Marcus Aurelius knew this. Choose not to be harmed. Their words are wind. They howl, then pass. You don't need to answer. You don't need to fight. Picture a man in a heated meeting. A colleague's voice rises. You're wasting our time. Head stern, eyes pierce. He feels the sting. Old scars flare up. Times he was dismissed. He wants to shout, to crush their words. But he pauses, breathes slow, steady. Marcus whispers in mind. Why give them power? He leans back, lips closed, eyes calm. The room waits. Their venom hangs. Unanswered, it fades. He stays still. This is your strength. Silence breaks their spell. It keeps you free. Epictetus saw it clearly. You control your response, not their taunts, not their drama, only what you say, or choose not to. Start with a breath. When they strike, feel the urge rise, the heat, the anger. Let it pass through, like clouds in sky. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Ask one question. Does this deserve me? Their words are noise, not worth your voice. Imagine a dinner, a friend's sharp jab. You're always so weak. The table grows tense. You feel the pull to argue, to prove, but you don't. You sip your drink. Let silence speak. Their words fall flat. No fuel, no fire. You stay unmoved. This takes practice. Your mind will fight. It craves the clash. Like a storm seeking ground. Train it to wait, to hold its ground. Each silence builds dignity. Pause builds power. Think of a text, a late-night jab. You'll never get it. Your thumb hovers, ready to reply, to defend, to wound. But you stop. Put the phone down. Walk away. Breathe. Their words aren't you. They're their chaos. Spilled, not yours. You don't need to answer. Delete the urge. Sleep in peace. You reclaim control. Seneca said it best. Don't let others steer. Your mind, your voice, their bait is empty. Unless you bite. Try it today. Next time they provoke, pause. Feel the moment. Let their words dissolve. They can't touch you. Unless you speak, you're not their puppet. Their drama isn't yours. Stand tall, silent. Silence is your sword. It cuts their power. Laissons-toi. Set invisible walls. They cross your line. A friend's voice shifts. You owe me this. You feel the pressure. Their words demand more. More time, more energy. You give in. Again, it feels familiar. Like a worn path. You've walked it before. A co-worker's sharp tone. Stay late. Help me. Now. You nod. Exhausted. Your plans dissolve. Their needs come first. You feel the weight of their expectations. It's not just once. It's every day. They push. You bend. A family member calls. You're never there. Guilt twists your gut. You drop everything. Rush to their side. But it's never enough. They ask for more. You're stretched thin. Like a fraying rope. You lose your space. Your time. Your peace. Their voice fills it. You're not yourself. You're their shadow. This is the cost of open gates. You let them in. Past your boundaries. You feel the drain. The quiet resentment. It builds. Unnoticed. You snap at others. Your patience crumbles. You're not in control. They've taken it. Not with force, but with your permission. You've been here. Men, 25 to 45. You know this pain of giving too much, of losing yourself. A boss's late email. Fix this now. You work past midnight. Eyes burn. Mind fogs. You resent the task, but you don't say no. You fear their judgment. Their disapproval stings. You shrink to please. This is their power, not in their words, but in your choice to let them cross. A friend's softly up. You're too busy. You cancel your plan to prove you care, but deep inside, you feel the loss of your own time, of your own will. You're not weak. You're just open, too long. Their needs consume you. You forget your own. You wake up tired, not from work, but from carrying them, their demands, their weight. You've felt this before. At a crowded bar, someone leans in, asks for a favor. You say yes. Even when you shouldn't. You feel trapped by their expectation. You want to stop, to draw a line, to stand firm. But how? You've tried before. Sighed no, felt guilt. Their eyes judged you. You caved again. This is the cycle of broken boundaries. It steals your freedom. It dims your strength. You're not alone. You've carried this. The need to please. The fear of conflict. It's human, not weak, but it's a choice to let them in or to build walls. Invisible but strong. This is your moment to see the truth. Their demands aren't yours. Unless you accept them, walls aren't cold. They're your freedom. Epictetus saw it clear. No one harms you unless you allow it. Their demands are noise, not your duty. You don't owe them. Picture a man at a family gathering. A cousin's voice cuts. You should do more. Eyes turn, judging. He feels the pull. To explain, to justify. Old wounds stir. Times he felt small. He wants to please, to ease the tension. But he pauses, breathes deep, slow. Epictetus whispers soft. Who controls your mind? He straightens his back, says calm, firm. I can't this time. The room grows quiet. Their faces shift, but he stands unmoved. This is your power, to draw the line, to guard your space. Marcus Aurelius knew, your mind is yours, not their playground, not their burden. Only what you permit. Start with one word. When they push, feel the urge rise. To bend, to give. Hold it, release, like a clenched fist. Say it clear. No, not today. It feels heavy, but it's your right. Imagine a co-worker. Their email lands late. Need this by morning. Your stomach knots. You're already drained. You start to type. I'll get it done. But you stop. Close the screen. Breathe. Think. Their urgency isn't yours. It's their chaos. Spilled, not owned. You reply. Steady. I'll handle it tomorrow. You set the boundary. This takes courage. Your heart will race. It fears their anger, like a storm approaching. Train it to stand, to hold its ground. Ich, no, builds strength. Ich-line builds dignity. Think of a friend. They call, demanding. Drop everything. Help me. You feel the guilt, the need to prove, to be the savior. But you don't. You pose, reflect, say soft but firm. I can't right now. Their voice sharpens, but you stay calm. Their words don't cross. You've built the wall. Seneca said it true. Don't let others invade. Your time, your peace. Their needs are theirs. Unless you carry them, try it today. Next time they demand, pause for 5 seconds. Feel the line form. They can't pass it unless you open. You're not their servant. Their chaos isn't yours. Stand firm, protected. Walls are your shield. They keep you whole. Lesson 4. Don't chase their approval. Their nod feels like gold. A boss's faint smile. You did okay. You crave it again. You work late nights, polishing every detail, hoping they'll see you're good enough. A friend's cold glance. You could do better. You laugh, but inside, it cuts like glass. You try harder, plan the perfect outing, just to hear praise. But it never comes. They raise the bar. You jump, you fall. This is the trap, chasing their approval. You've been here. Men, 25 to 45. You know this ache. To be seen, valued. A colleague's sharp jab. Your pitch was weak. You rewrite it twice. Stay up till dawn. Not for the project, for their fleeting nod. You feel the pull to prove your worth. But it's never enough. They shift the goal. You run, breathless. Lose sight of yourself. A family dinner sours. An uncle's gruff voice. Why aren't you more? You force a smile, but the words stick. You take extra shifts to show you're enough, but the hole grows. Their approval fades, like mist in wind. You're left empty, not from their words, but from your chase. You've felt this before. At a crowded bar, someone scoffs, dismissive. You're out of your league. You talk louder, laugh harder, perform, trying to win them, but they walk away. You're left hollow, not by their scorn, but by your effort to earn their light. This is the cost of seeking their validation. It steals your peace. It dims your core. You start to change, not for you, but for them. You wear their mask, speak their words, lose your own voice. You're not yourself. You're their echo. A text lights up, expected more from you. You feel the sting. You draft excuses, plan to impress, to make them stay. But why? Their approval isn't life. It's a shadow. You chase, it moves. You've been manipulated, not by their power, but by your need to be enough for them. You feel the weight of living for others. Your shoulders sag, your fire fades. You're tired, always, not from work, but from pleasing, from running their race. You want it back, your own path, your own strength. But how? You've tried before, sought their praise, felt the brief high, then the deeper low. This is the cycle of chasing their nod. It traps your soul. It breaks your will. You're not weak. You're just human, wanting to be seen, but not by them, by yourself first. This is your moment to see the truth. Their approval is fleeting unless you chase it. Their nod isn't your worth. You are enough. Epictetus saw it clear. Seek your own approval. Their praise is wind. It blows, then fades. You don't need it. Your value stands alone. Picture a man in a sterile office. His boss leans in. Could have been better. The words land heavy. He feels the sting. Old doubts creep back. Times he felt less. He wants to please, to earn that nod, but he pauses, breathes slow, deep. Epictetus whispers soft, "Who judges your soul?" He straightens his chair, looks past the critique. "I did my best." The boss walks away, but he stays whole. This is your strength, to need no validation, to stand without their light. Marcus Aurelius knew, your worth is within, not in their words, not in their glance, only what you believe. Start with a mirror. When they dismiss, feel the urge rise. To prove, to chase, let it settle, like dust in air. Ask one question, am I enough? The answer is yes. Their nod is fleeting. Imagine a friend. Their voice turns cold. You're not like us. Your chest tightens. You want their smile, to feel you belong. But you stop, sip your coffee, look them in the eye. I'm fine as me. Their words don't land. You've cut the chain. This takes practice. Your heart will sway. It seeks their warmth, like a moth to flame. Train it to pause, to find its own fire. Each step builds dignity. Each choice builds freedom. Think of a dinner, a relative's sharp tone. You're falling behind. The room grows heavy. You feel the need to explain, to shine. But you don't. You nod, stay calm. I'm on my path. Their words dissolve. No power, no grip. You stay unmoved. Seneca said it true. Don't live for others. Your life, your measure, their praise is empty. Unless you fill it, try it today. Next time they judge, pause for 5 seconds. Feel your own strength. They can't define you unless you let them. You're not their shadow. Their approval isn't yours. Stand tall. Colorado Emplete. Your worth is yours. It always was. Lesson 5. See through their mask. Their smile feels warm. Words drip like honey. You're so reliable. But something feels off. Their eyes don't match. You trust. You lean in. They promise. You believe. Then the mask slips. A friend's kind offer. I'll help you out. You share your plans, your dreams, your fears. They nod. They listen. But later, a jab. A subtle, sharp twist. Your ideas won't work. You freeze, confused. Wasn't it real? Their warmth, their care? You've been here before. A colleague's bright grin. We're in this together. You pour your effort. Late nights, extra hours. They take the credit. You're left in shadow. Their words were hollow. You trusted too soon. This is the trap of believing their mask. You feel the sting. Men, 25 to 45. You know this pain. of misplaced trust, of being played. A family member calls. Let's catch up soon. You open your heart, share your struggles. They seem to care, but then a slip. They gossip, they twist your words. Now weapons. You feel betrayed, not by their lies, but by your hope. You saw their mask, not their true face. You felt this weight at a crowded bar. Someone buys you a drink. Their charm pulls you in. You're going places. You share your story. They seem to get it. But later, a smirk. They mock your ambition. You feel the cut. Not from their words, but from your trust. You gave them power. To wound, to deceive. This is the cost of missing their truth. It steals your clarity. It clouds your judgment. You start to doubt, not just them, but yourself, too. You question your instincts. Was I too naive? You pull back, wary. Trust becomes a ghost. You guard your heart, but it feels heavy, like a locked door. You're not yourself. You're their caution. A text lights up. Missed you. Let's talk. You hesitate, unsure. Is it real or another mask? You've been burned by their false light. You want to see, to know the truth, to stand unmoved. But how? You've tried before, trusted their words, felt the brief warmth, then the deeper fall. This is the cycle of falling for masks. It traps your trust. It breaks your sight. You're not weak. You're just human, wanting to connect, but not with them, with truth first. This is your moment to see the truth. Their charm is fleeting unless you buy it. Masks hide their truth, but you can see. Marcus Aurelius knew. Look past their words. Their charm is smoke. It blinds, then fades. You don't need it. Your sight is enough. Picture a man at a sleek cafe. A friend leans close. You're my best ally. The words feel warm. He trusts. He shares. Old fears, new hopes. Their smile seems real, but he misses it. The flicker, the pause. Later, their voice shifts. Why'd you mess up? The warmth is gone. A mask, now clear. He feels the sting, but he pauses. Breath is slow, deep. Marcus whispers soft. What's in their heart? He watches their eyes. No warmth, just calculation. He nods, steps back. Their mask doesn't fool. This is your power, to pierce their facade, to see their truth. Epictetus saw it clear. Judge actions, not words. Not their sweet promises, not their fleeting smiles. Only what they do. Start with a glance. When they speak, feel the warmth rise, the pull to trust. Hold it, observe, like a hawk in flight. Ask one question. Do their actions align? Words are cheap. Deeds are the mirror. Imagine a co-worker. Their praise flows free. You're killing it here. Then you glow, you relax, you share your ideas. But then, a meeting, they claim your work. Your stomach drops. Their mask falls off. You see it now. Their words were bait. You pose, reflect. I'll watch closer. You guard your trust. This takes practice. Your heart will sway. It seeks their light, like a moth to flame. Train it to wait, to see the cracks. Each glance builds wisdom. Ach, Pause builds strength. Think of a text. Miss you, let's meet. It feels so real. You want to believe, but you've been burned by their false care. You check their past. Promises broken, trust lost. You reply, cautious. Maybe another time. Their mask doesn't hold. You've seen through. Seneca said it true. Trust deeds, not faces. Your heart, your sight, their charm is empty unless you buy it. Try it today. Next time they smile, pause for 5 seconds. Watch their eyes move. They can't hide it unless you ignore. You're not their fool. Their mask isn't yours. Stand sharp, clear. Truth is your lens. It reveals their game. Lesson 6. Focus on your path. Their words derail you. A colleague's sharp critique. Your work is sloppy. You feel the jolt. Your focus wavers. You rethink every step. Doubt creeps in slow. Is this even worth it? You've been here. A friend's careless jab. You're chasing a fantasy. Your dream feels small. You pose your plan. Their voice grows loud. It drowns your own. You lose your way. This is the trap of straying from your path. You know this weight. Men, 25 to 45. You've felt this pull to abandon your goal, to listen to them. A boss's cold remark. This won't get you far. You rewrite your vision, shrink it to fit their narrow view. You work for their nod, not your own fire. You feel the drift, away from yourself. A family dinner sours, a sibling's mocking tone. Why bother with that? Your passion feels foolish. You question your drive. Maybe they're right. You slow your pace. Your spark dims, not from their words, but from your shift. You felt this before. In a quiet moment, a text lights up. You're wasting your time. You star, heart sinking. Your project feels pointless. You close your laptop. Let their doubt win. You're off your path. This is the cost of losing your focus. It steals your purpose. It clouds your dreams. You start to wander, not toward your goal, but toward their noise. You neglect your work. Your mornings feel heavy, not from effort, but from distraction. You're not yourself. You're their echo. A co-worker's sly dig. Others are outpacing you. You compare. You falter. You chase their race, not your own. You feel the loss of your own rhythm, of your own call. You've been manipulated, not by their power, but by your choice to leave your road. You feel the ache of a life half-lived. Your fire burns low. Your days feel grey. You want it back, that clear, sharp purpose, to walk your path. But how? You've tried before. Set goals, felt strong. Then their words hit. You veered off course. This is the cycle of losing your way. It traps your will. It breaks your drive. You're not weak. You're just human, wanting to be enough, but not for them, for yourself. First, this is your moment to see the truth. Their words are dust. Unless you follow them, your path is yours. Their words don't own it. Epictetus saw it clear. Focus on your control. Their doubts are shadows. They flicker, then fade. You don't need their map. Your compass is enough. Picture a man at a cluttered desk. A colleague leans in. Your plan's a joke. The words hit hard. He feels the doubt. Old fears rise fast. Times he gave up. He wants to argue, to prove his worth. But he pauses. Breathe slow, deep. Epictetus whispers soft. What's in your power? He opens his notebook, reviews his goals. I'm on my track. Their voice grows faint. He stays focused. This is your strength, to hold your course, to ignore their noise. Marcus Aurelius knew, your purpose is within, not in their doubts, not in their scorn. Only what you pursue. Start with a pen. When they derail, feel the urge rise. To defend, to stray, let it pass, like leaves in wind. Ask one question, does this serve my path? Their words are distractions, not your destination. Imagine a friend. Their voice turns sharp. You're wasting your life. Your chest tightens. You want to explain, to win their faith, but you stop. Open your journal. Read your next step. I'm building my future. Their doubt doesn't stick. You've stayed true. This takes practice. Your mind will wander. It seeks their approval, like a ship to shore. Train it to sail, to follow its star. Each choice builds, purpose. Step-builds drive. Think of a morning. A text buzzes early. This won't work out. You feel the pull. To rethink, to halt. But you don't. You lace your shoes. Head to your work. Their words are air. No weight, no grip. You stay moving. Seneca said it true. Don't chase their shadows. Your life, your goal. Their doubts are empty, unless you carry them. Try it today. Next time they doubt, pause for 5 seconds. Feel your own fire. They can't sway you unless you turn. You're not their follower. Their noise isn't yours. Stand firm, directed. Your path is your power. It leads you home. Lesson 7. Don't fight useless battles. Their words spark fire. A colleague's torn lands. You're always so slow. Your blood boils fast. You want to strike. To prove them wrong, your voice grows sharp, ready to clash. It feels like strength, to fight, to win. But then you pause. You've fought before. A friend's cruel jab. You'll never make it. You argued. Voice loud. Words cute, like knives. The room grew tense. You won the fight, but lost your calm. The anger lingered. For days, for nights. You replayed each moment. Felt heavier, not free. Their words still stung. You gave them power. This is the trap of useless battles. You know this ache. Men, 25 to 45. You felt the urge to defend, to conquer, to silence their scorn. A boss's harsh tone. This is below standard. You debated, heated, point by point. The meeting dragged on. You left, heart racing. Not stronger, but worn. Their critique grew louder. Not because they won, but because you fought. You fed their chaos. It consumed your peace. A family dinner sours. A sibling's smug remark. You're stuck in place. Your fists clench tight. You want to shout, to shut them down. But you remember, last time you clashed. The night stretched long. Words turned to wounds. You left bitter, not at them, but at yourself. For joining their game. You've been here, in traffic, a yell. Someone flips you off. You honk, you curse, they laugh. They speed. You seat, still fuming. The day feels sour, not from their act, but from your fight. You let them pull you into their storm. This is the cost of pointless conflict. It steals your stillness. It dims your strength. You start to change, not for the better, but for their war. You carry their anger, lose your own light. You're not yourself. You're their rival. A text lights up. You're such a failure. Your pulse races. You type a reply. Fingers shake, furious. You want to win, to crush their words. But why? Their fight isn't yours. It's a hollow game. You've been manipulated, not by their skill, but by your choice. To step into battle, you feel the weight of wasted energy. Your mind grows tired. Your heart grows heavy. You want it back. That quiet power. To rise above. To stay UN moved. But how? You've tried before. Fought their words. Felt the brief thrill. Then the deeper fall. This is the cycle of useless wars. It traps your will. It breaks your peace. You're not weak. You're just human. Wanting to be right. But not for them. For yourself. First. This is your moment to see the truth. Their battles are empty. Unless you join them. Battles aren't your crown. Choose your ground. Seneca saw it clear. Pick fights that matter. Their taunts are dust. They scatter, then fade. You don't need to clash. Your peace is enough. Picture a man in a tense office. A co-worker snaps hard. You're dragging us down. The room grows heavy. He feels the heat. Old wounds flare up. Times he felt small. He wants to argue, to crush their words. But he pauses. Breathe slow. Deep. Seneca whispers soft. Is this worth your soul? He leans back calm. Let silence respond. I'll focus on work. Their venom falls flat. He stays unmoved. This is your power. To skip their war. To guard your stillness. Epictetus knew it. You control your fight. Not their provocations. Not their chaos. Only what you choose. Start with a breath. When they ignite, feel the urge rise. To battle. To win. Let it pass through. Like smoke in air. Ask one question. Does this serve me? Their words are bait. Not worth your strength. Imagine a friend. Their voice turns bitter. You're such a joke. Your chest tightens. You want to retort. To prove your worth. But you stop. Sip your drink. Look past their eyes. I'm good, thanks. Their taunt doesn't land. You've dodged the trap. This takes practice. Your blood will boil. It seeks the clash. Like a wolf to prey. Train it to wait. To pick its fights. Ach Pause builds wisdom. Each choice builds dignity. Think of a text. A late-night jab. You'll always fail. Ho. Your fingers itch. Ready to fire back. To silence their scorn. But you don't. Put the phone down. Breathe. Let it go. Their words aren't truth. They're their anger. Spilled, not yours. You sleep in peace. You've won the real fight. Marcus Aurelius said, rise above the noise. Your mind, your choice. Their battles are hollow. Unless you join, try it today. Next time they provoke, pause. For 5 seconds, feel your own strength. They can't pull you. Unless you step in. You're not their soldier. Their war isn't yours. Stand tall, Serene. Peace is your victory. It outshines their fight. Lesson 8. Adapt, don't break. Their storm hits hard. A colleague's voice cuts. You're not cutting it. You feel the gust. Your roots feel loose. You want to stand firm. To push back, rigid. But it feels futile. Their words whip around, like wind against trees. You've been here before. A friend's harsh tone. You're too soft. Lar, you braced, unyielding. But the strain grew. You didn't bend. You cracked instead. Your pride felt bruised. Your strength felt gone. You carried the ache. For days, for nights. This is the trap of standing too stiff. You know this pain. Men, 25 to 45. You felt the urge. To fight, to resist, to hold your ground. A boss cold critique. This isn't good enough. You argued, defiant, stood tall, unmoved. But the tension built. You left exhausted. Not stronger, but worn. Their storm outlasted you. Not because they won, but because you broke. You didn't adapt. You shattered inside. A family dinner sours. An uncle's sharp yap. You're wasting your time. You lock your jaw, ready to defend, to prove your worth. But the words pile. You stand too firm. Your voice grows tight. The night feels heavy. You leave drained, not from their words, but from your stance. You held too tight. You felt this before. In traffic, a clash. Someone yells, aggressive. You yell back, rigid. Your heart races fast. The moment passes, but you're still tenser. The day feels sour, not from their act, but from your fight. You didn't bend. You cracked under pressure. This is the cost of refusing to adapt. It steals your balance. It dims your resilience. You start to falter, not in their storm, but in your own. You carry their weight, lose your own flow. You're not yourself. You're their resistance. A text lights up. You're failing at this. Your pulse spikes. You want to stand tall, to argue, to win. But why? Their storm isn't yours. It's their chaos. You've been pulled in, not by their strength, but by your choice. To fight, not bend. You feel the strain of holding too firm. Your mind grows foggy. Your heart grows tired. You want it back, that quiet strength, to move with ease, to stay unbroken. But how? You've tried before. Stod rigid, felt strong, then felt the crack, the deeper fall. This is the cycle of refusing to bend. It traps your will. It breaks your core. You're not weak. You're just human, wanting to be solid, but not for them, for yourself first. This is your moment to see the truth. Their storms will pass. Unless you break, storms don't define you. You can bend. Marcus Aurelius knew. Change is the universe. Their winds will blow, but you won't break. You choose to adapt. Your strength is flow. Picture a man in a stormy office. A boss barks loud. Your work's a mess. The words hit hard. He feels the gale. Old fears rise up. Times he felt weak. He wants to fight, to stand like stone. But he pauses, breathes slow. Deep. Marcus whispers soft. Why resist the wind? He nods, adjusts. I'll revise it calmly. The storm moves on. He stays unbroken. This is your power. To shift, not shatter. To dance with chaos. Epictetus saw it. React. Don't resist. Not their fury, not their storm. Only how you move. Start with a breath. When they rage, feel the urge rise. To brace, to break, let it flow past. Like water on rock. Ask one question. How can I adjust? Their words are tempests, not your foundation. Imagine a friend. Their voice grows bitter. You're always so wrong. Your chest tightens. You want to push back, to hold your ground, but you stop. Sip your tea. Shift your approach. I hear you still. Their storm loses force. You've bent, not broken. This takes practice. Your pride will resist. It seeks to stand tall, like oak in a gale. Train it to sway, to move with ease. Ache shift builds resilience. Each choice builds balance. Think of a text, a sharp, cruel jab. You're failing at this. Your heart races. You want to argue, to prove them wrong, but you don't. Close the phone. Breathe. Let it pass. Their words aren't truth. They're their turmoil. Spilled, not yours. You adjust, move on. You stay whole. Seneca said it true. Bend, don't break. Your mind, your flow. Their storms are fleeting. Unless you stand rigid, try it today. Next time they strike, pause for 5 seconds. Feel your own strength. They can't break you. Unless you lock tight, you're not their anchor. Their chaos isn't yours. Stand fluid, unyielding. Adaptation is your route. It keeps you grounded. Lesson 9. Guard your energy. They drain you dry. A friend's voice whines. Everything's falling apart. You listen. You nod. Your chest grows heavy. Their pain seeps in. You want to help, but you feel it. Your light dims like a fading bulb. You've been here. A colleague's endless gripes. This place is awful. You sit. You hear. Their darkness clings. You leave, exhausted, not from work, but from carrying them. This is the trap of giving your energy. You know this ache. Men, 25 to 45, you felt the pull to fix, to save, to lift their load. A family member calls. Life's so unfair. You stay on the line. Hours pass. You wilt. Their sorrow becomes yours. You hang up, drained. Your day feels grey. Not theirs, but yours. You've lost your spark. You've been here before. At a noisy bar, someone unloads their woes. I'm always the victim. You nod. You advise. They talk. You sink. The night grows long. You leave, depleted, not from the drinks, but from their weight. You gave too much. This is the cost of unguarded energy. It steals your vitality. It dims your fire. You start to fade, not in their world, but in your own. You snap at others. Your patience wears thin. You're not yourself. You're their vessel. A text lights up. Need to vent again. Your stomach knots. You want to say no, but guilt creeps in. You reply. You listen. Their chaos floods you. You feel the loss of your own light, of your own strength. You've been manipulated, not by their tears, but by your choice to pour yourself out. You feel the void of an empty tank. Your days grow heavy. Your nights grow short. You want it back. That vibrant energy to live, to thrive. But how? You've tried before, took on their pain, felt the brief bond, then the deeper fall. This is the cycle of giving too freely. It traps your spirit. It breaks your flow. You're not weak. You're just open, wanting to be kind, but not for them, for yourself first. This is your moment to see the truth. Their burdens aren't yours, unless you carry them. Your energy is sacred, guarded fiercely. Epictetus saw it clear. Protect what's yours. Their pain is theirs, not your burden. You don't need to carry. Your light is enough. Picture a man at a Kirt cafe. A friend slumps low. Life's crushing me. The words pull heavy. He feels the drain. Old urges rise up. To fix, to save. He wants to lift, to ease their load. But he pauses. Breathes slow, deep. Epictetus whispers soft. Who owns your strength? He sips his coffee. Listens, but holds back. I hear you, friend. Their pain stays theirs. He stays vibrant. This is your power. To shield your energy. To keep your fire. Marcus Aurelius knew. Your mind is finite. Not their endless well. Not their open drain. Only what you give. Start with a pause. When they unload, feel the urge rise. To absorb, to solve. Let it flow past. Like leaves on water. Ask one question. Does this cost me? Their pain is heavy, not your load to bear. Imagine a co-worker. Their voice grows dark. Everything's going wrong. You nod. You hear. You want to help, to share their weight. But you stop. Step back. Breathe. Say soft, but firm. I can't take this on. Their gloom doesn't cling. You've guarded your light. This takes practice. Your heart will pull. It seeks to save, like a tide to shore. Train it to hold, to keep its flame. Ach Pause builds vitality. Each choice builds strength. Think of a call, a relative's long rant. Nobody gets me. Your ear grows weary. You want to fix, to lighten their pain. But you don't. Set a time limit. I've got 10 minutes. Their words don't flood. You stay intact. Seneca said it true. Don't spill your soul, your life, your spark. Their burdens are theirs. Unless you accept, try it today. Next time they vent, pause. For 5 seconds, feel your own energy. They can't steal it unless you offer. You're not their savior. Their pain isn't yours. Stand bright, Alabama Ive. Your light is yours. It burns for you. Lesson 10. Own your reactions. Their words ignite you. A colleague's sneer bites. You're useless at this. Your heart pounds hard. You want to snap, to hurl back fire. Your hands clench tight. Anger surges, raw. It feels like power. To lash out, fierce. But then you pause. You've reacted before. A friend's cutting jab. You're such a failure. You shouted, voice sharp. Words flew like daggers. The air grew thick. You felt alive. Brief, then empty, hollow. The rage didn't free. It chained you instead. You carried the heat. For hours, for days. This is the trap of losing your reactions. You know this pain. Men, 25 to 45. You felt the spark. To fight, to wound, to match their venom. A boss's cold remark. You're not good enough. You fired back fast, defended every choice. The room turned tense. You left, heart racing, not stronger, but spent. Their words still echoed, not because they hurt, but because you burned. You gave them control. A family dinner stings, a sibling's smug tone. You'll never grow up. Your blood runs hot. You want to yell, to crush their scorn. But you remember, last time, you snapped. The night grew bitter. Words became scars. You left angry, not at them, but at yourself, for losing your grip. You've been here. In traffic, a shout. Someone curse loud. You curse back, louder. They smirk, they drive. You seat, still fuming. The day feels ruined, not by their voice, but by your own. You let them steer. Your heart, your mind. This is the cost of unchecked reactions. It steals your stillness. It dims your dignity. You start to shift, not for the better, but for their chaos. You carry their fire. Lose your own calm. You're not yourself. You're their mirror. A text lights up. You're such a mess. Your pulse spikes. You type a reply. Fingers shake, furious. You want to win, to silence their bite. But why? Their venom isn't you. It's their storm. You've been pulled in, not by their strength, but by your choice. To react, to burn. You feel the weight of a mind in flames. Your peace grows thin. Your strength grows faint. You want it back. That quiet power. To choose. To hold. To stay unmoved. But how? You've tried before. Let anger take over. Felt the brief rush. Then the deeper fall. This is the cycle of losing your choice. It traps your will. It breaks your peace. You're not weak. You're just human, wanting to be heard, but not by them, for yourself. First, this is your moment to see the truth. Their words are sparks. Unless you fuel them, your reactions are yours. Choose them wisely. Epictetus saw it clear. You control your response. Their venom is fleeting. It stings, then fades. You don't need to burn. Your calm is enough. Picture a man. In a crowded office, a colleague snaps loud. You're ruining this project. The words sear deep. He feels the spark. Old wounds flare up. Times he felt small. He wants to shout, to match their fire. But he pauses. Breathes slow, deep. Epictetus whispers soft. What's in your power? He unclenches his fists. Looks them in the eye. I'll address this calmly. Their anger loses grip. He stays unmoved. This is your strength. To own your reactions. To keep your peace. Marcus Aurelius knew. Your mind is yours. Not their battlefield. Not their flame. Only what you choose. Start with a breath. When they strike, feel the heat rise. The anger, the urge. Let it flow past. Like sparks in wind. Ask one question. Is this worth my fire? Their words are kindling, not your blaze. Imagine a friend. Their voice turns cruel. You're such a letdown. Man, your heart races. You want to snap back, to prove your worth. But you stop. Sip your water. Speak soft, steady. I'm doing my best. Their venom falls short. You've held your ground. This takes practice. Your blood will surge. It seeks the fight, like a storm to sea. Train it to pause, to choose its tide. Each breath builds dignity. Each choice builds control. Think of a text, a late-night jab. You're nothing without me. Your fingers tremble, ready to fire back, to wound their pride. But you don't. Close the phone. Breathe. Let it pass. Their words aren't truth. They're their rage. Spilled, not yours. You sleep in stillness. You've owned the moment. Seneca said it true. Don't let others ignite your heart, your choice. Their sparks are empty. Unless you fan them, try it today. Next time they taunt, pause for 5 seconds. Feel your own power. They can't shake you. Unless you react, you're not their echo. Their fire isn't yours. Stand calm, sovereign. Your response is your crown. It shapes your world. The room grows quiet. A single lamp flickers. Night presses on glass. You sit. Thoughts heavy. Their words echo soft, like distant, fading thunder. You've felt their weight. The sting, the pull, the urge to break. But here you are, still, unbroken. The mirror holds truth. You've walked through fire. Their venom didn't win. You chose to pause, to guard, to rise. Each step a victory. Not loud, not seen, but yours, deeply yours. The clock ticks slow. Shadows shift on walls. You breathe. You feel. A quiet strength stirs. Not for their eyes. Not for their nod. For you, alone. You've been here before. Nights of doubt, of ache. Their voices in your head. But now, you see, they're just shadows. Not your path. Not you. You've learned to stand. To let their storms pass. To hold your light. The world is loud. Their chaos will call. But you can choose to stay unmoved, to keep your peace. Seneca's words linger. Your life is yours, not theirs to shape, not theirs to drain. You've carried enough. Their pain, their noise. Let it fall away. Like leaves in wind, the window frames stars. A silent, endless sky. You're not alone here. Others walk this path. Men seeking clarity, finding strength in stillness. You're one of them. Your heart knows it. What do you see when you look within? A man who bends or one who breaks? The answer is yours, not in their words, not in their storms, in your quiet choice. We don't shout here. We don't demand. We're just here, a voice in the dark. If you need us, we'll stay, silent, waiting for you. If you felt this, write it down. Not for us, for you to remember. This moment of truth. We're here, always. When you need stillness,